Hello and welcome to Arirang News. It is Thursday, November 10th. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Da-eun. While Donald Trump's stunning victory is still dominating the headlines worldwide today, President Park Geun-hye spoke with the U.S. president-elect on the phone this morning. In the first phone call between the two, which lasted about 10 minutes, President Park and Trump reaffirmed the country's alliance, with Trump saying that the U.S. will maintain a strong defense readiness to guard South Korea and that Washington will stand firmly by Seoul till the end for the security of both nations. Trump also said he agrees 100% with President Park's remarks that the South Korea-U.S. alliance must be strengthened even further. President Park had sent Trump a congratulatory message immediately after his victory was confirmed, expressing hope for stronger ties and greater cooperation between the two nations. She also instructed diplomacy and security officials to prepare relevant measures for the transition to a new U.S. administration. The South Korean government says it has been in contact with U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's team scores of times over the past few months and is ready to ensure bilateral ties won't be affected by the incoming administration in Washington. And in what's being seen as a way to alleviate concerns about Trump's foreign policy plans, one of his close advisors says the two countries can build an even stronger relationship in the coming years. Kwon So-ah has the details.
U.S. President-elect Donald Trump believes the South Korea-U.S. friendship is important and will remain important. This is according to remarks made by Pete Hoekstra, a former congressman and one of Trump's foreign policy advisors, through the Washington-based Korea Economic Institute on Wednesday local time. He said Trump will, quote, build on that relationship to grow our economies to the benefit of both countries and coordinate on national security issues to handle regional threats as the two sides enjoy strong national security and economic ties. Despite the statement, there are serious concerns in South Korea that the incoming Trump administration could withdraw U.S. troops from the country and take steps to renegotiate their free trade deal, as Trump has mentioned numerous times during his campaign speeches. According to an official at Seoul's Foreign Ministry Thursday, the special measurement agreement on the sharing of the financial burden of stationing U.S. troops in South Korea is due to run through 2018, and for such an agreement to be cancelled, it needs to be approved by both sides. The official stressed the focus should be on communicating with the transitioning team, adding the Obama administration took 11 weeks to pull all its members in place. The Foreign Ministry has been emphasizing that it had been operating a task force to prepare for either outcome and has been active in outreach efforts, making 106 contacts with key figures from the Trump camp this year alone, which is more than the 86 times it contacted Clinton's campaign team. Kwon So-ah, Arirang News.
The standoff between the presidential office and the opposition parties continue over the appointment of a new prime minister. Korea's opposition parties are standing firm on their rejection of President Park Geun-hye's request that they recommend a new candidate, saying the president needs to first clarify the range of authority that will be given to the new prime minister. For more, we connect to our Kim Young-gil at the National Assembly. So, Young-gil, what do you think will be the opposition bloc's next move?
Well, the opposition parties say they will see how President Park Geun-hye reacts to the scheduled candidate rallies demanding her resignation that are planned for the weekend. But it's likely that negotiations will pick up momentum next week. The opposition parties are still rejecting President Park's request that they nominate their own prime minister candidate until they can iron out some crucial details. They are demanding that she clarify how much power she would be willing to give to the new prime minister, withdraw herself from the Saenuri party, and immediately submit to a prosecutorial and independent counsel investigation. But the ruling Saenuri party is saying that under the Constitution, it is impossible for the president to hand over her powers or proclaim martial law. And they urge the opposition parties to move forward with selecting a prime minister candidate. The presidential office of Cheong Wa-dae has also urged the opposition bloc to do the same to avoid a vacuum in state affairs. Daeun?
Thank you, Myung-gil, for that. As the investigation into a major abuse of power scandal expands, prosecutors are set to grill the heads of 7 conglomerates who are known to have met one-on-one with President Park Geun-hye last year. The unit investigating the case said Thursday that the details of the conversations President Park had with the CEOs last July will be essential in determining whether she participated in fundraising for 2 government-linked foundations controlled by her confidant, Choi Soon-sil. The 7 targets of the investigation include Samsung Electronics Vice Chairman Lee Jae-yong, Hyundai Motor Chairman Jung Mong-gu, and LG Group Chairman Koo Bon-moo. On July 24th, President Park hosted a lunch with 17 chiefs of the nation's major conglomerates at the presidential office, and she reportedly met with some of them individually that afternoon and on the next day. Prosecutors also announced today that Kim Jong, the former second vice culture minister, will be summoned in relation to the scandal. And that does it for now. Thank you for watching. Business Daily is next.